The following program is brought to you in part by the National Endowment for the Arts, Rhode Island State Council of the Arts, VSA Arts of Rhode Island, the Rhode Island Alliance for Arts Education, and the Rhode Island Arts Learning Network, as part of a Community Toolkit project. Think Arts, Life, Learning. When we think about how important art is in education, or how important art is in life, one discovers the earlier we learn this, the better. So, we've developed a program where teens from all over the country gather art and cultural content from their communities and bring it straight to you. So check it out. We're talking by youth, for youth, and about youth. This program gives them a voice, lets them speak freely about their likes and dislikes, uncovers the hidden potential in themselves, and defines the extraordinary promise of art in everything. This program is Teenage Critic. On today's show, Alissa heads over to the Everett stage in Providence to check out their Friday Night Live show that happens every Friday. We also have a couple of films sent in from the Real Girls program that comes out of Washington State, and our usual Something Important as well as Urban Legends, so you'll want to stick around for that. It's going to be great.
Hi, this is Alissa Musto, and you're watching Teenage Critic. I'm here at the Everett stage with Bianca. So, Bianca, do you want to tell us what's going on here tonight?
Yeah, every Friday we have a show called Friday Night Live, and it's a really great improv show. It's an all-ages show. We've had awards from Rhode Island Monthly, and yeah, it's just a really fun show for all ages.
And what is your role here? Are you a performer, or do you kind of run a show, or what's going on with you?
I'm a performer here. I've been performing in Friday Night Live for about, I want to say 5 years now. I started out here in the classes. They have classes here that 95% of the students take classes here for free, and I was one of those, and I built up to finally be in the Friday Night Live show. So.
Now, is the show just acting, or is it singing and music as well, and dancing? Like, what kind of art's happening here?
It's improv and it's music. So we have a really awesome guitar player, Bertrand Lawrence, and he kind of plays for us during the show, and we sing along to his tunes, and we have a great musical at the end where we kind of almost do like a Broadway style musical, but it's all improv and it's made up words, and it's a lot of fun.
Awesome, that's so cool. Now, how does someone get involved here with this at the stage?
Well, the school itself, you basically just start coming to classes. We have a website. It's everettri.org, and you can go there and you can just kind of see what the class schedule is and just come on over. We accept anybody, and we're happy to have everybody. I think it's mostly free for people who can't afford it too. So, yeah.
That's so cool. Now, the people that are performing tonight, are they more veterans to the stage, or are they new students, or how does that work?
A lot of us are veterans. We actually have some new students because we like to take some of the students who are in the classes and give them kind of a taste of what it's like to be on stage, and so that eventually when, we all go off and do something else, they can come up and start being in Friday Night Live too. So it's a mix of veterans and newcomers.
All right, that's so cool. Is there anything else you want to tell us about tonight's show, what we're going to see, what we should expect?
I don't even know what to expect because it's seriously just like anything goes. We don't know. Like, the audience usually gives us offers. So I have no idea what's going to happen, but I can assure you it's going to be a lot of fun.
All right, thank you so much. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
See, that's what I would do if I was a superhero. I have my own poster.
Do it again.
Ready?
Superman pose. Oh my god. I like it. Okay.
So,
What's gonna be your catchphrase?
1 in a million, baby.
1 in a million? Dude, that was deep. That was deep. Dude, come here, give me a hug. Real hug.
Freeze!
Hey everybody, I'm here with Bertrand at the Everett stage. Now, do you want to tell me what you're doing here tonight?
Well, tonight I will be playing guitar, and during the improv I will be setting up some musical beds. And there's a wide variety of games, so but my function is pretty much the same throughout. It's whenever an emotion is brought forth by the actor, I give them some music, and they must sing and dance. So that's the rules are pretty set up, you know. Occasionally, if I play soft, then they can get away with just using the music as a background. But most of the time, they must sing. So and the styles can vary widely. So it's my challenge for the night.
This is my wife. So I sell Eugene for 50.
50?
Yeah, 40.
40?
20. Then. Okay, then it is. Fantastic. Neighbor. He likes to, mess with me, pretend there's some sort of attack outside and have my customers jump underneath here with me. You are evil, man!
Well, anyways, I'm gonna ask you some few questions and we're gonna go home with me tonight.
Okay.
So contestant number 1, where would we go on our first date? And it better be nice. Are you talking to me because I'm perfectly nice?
Yeah, I was just thinking. I would definitely take you to my house. Sorry.
Generally, I don't go to houses on the first date.
I know. I was telling myself that I wouldn't say house, but I said house because I'm so stupid and inappropriate. You're dumb.
In the country of Mexico, there's a state called Oaxaca, and in that state, there's a little town that is called Santa Catarina Nortepec, and that's where all my family came from. My grandpas, and from my mom and dad's side, would live there. The thing that I really liked about it was I just remember it being green, and there was so many livestock, and you just see like beautiful water fountains that would just like amaze you, and there would be people coming all the time, and you'd see like your family there. It was like usual, and they would greet you when, like, no matter who it was, or if you didn't even know them, they would greet you. They would say like a greeting in a language called Mixteco, and they would tell you like good morning, and no matter what, it was like a very happy place. My grandpa and I and his dog named Oso, which means bear in Spanish, would go to the waterfall, and I just remember the dog playing in the water, my grandpa splashing me with the water, then I would splash him, and then we would go like hiking in the mountains, and I just like loved how we did that. I felt so special, as if I got attention and as if he wanted me there, like I belonged or something. And then on January 28th, 2009 at 8:43 p.m., my grandpa had passed away of holes in his lung. I was there. I was less than 5 feet away. I was right in front of him when he died, when he stopped breathing and he no longer was alive. I was 11 years old, and I had never experienced something so similar as that, or even close to it. And that just made me so depressed and like shut myself out and not let other people in or try to help me with it. When I was 11 years old, I lost my grandpa. It was September 8th, 2009. It was the day before school started. I was very depressed because he was basically the only grandpa I knew. My mom's dad, I don't even know him, and my great-grandpas died before I was born. So I was sad. Tried to make friends when I went to school, but it was hard because I kept thinking about him. I used to write in my journal like every day, just remembering what we used to do and how he like always used to make me laugh. He was a like jokester. And nobody he used to call me lazy, so nobody ever called me that after he died. It was just his nickname for me, I guess. But my dad, he was I didn't think he was gonna recover because, my dad, he's usually not the emotional person. He's usually like the tough guy, but once my grandpa died, he zoned out, didn't laugh, didn't talk to people, stayed in his room. And it was hard to communicate with him because he was always, always sad. And most of my life I usually knew him as happy person, but not once my grandpa died. He's very sad. So after my grandpa died, I actually started writing poems and helped me getting my thoughts, my emotions, my just whatever's in my head, getting it out. I stretched my arms out for miles and miles to uncover the skies for my grandpa's smiles.
Things that I did to help me cope with it is that maybe I didn't want to or didn't feel like going, but I tried to be more outgoing. I went to movies, I went to the park with my friends, I hung out with them after school, I went to family dinners and stuff, things that I usually wouldn't have done if he had recently died. I wouldn't have done all that. I would just lock my door and go to my room and just cry myself to sleep, and then the whole process was repeated. Now that I've experienced this and I've dealt with the cope and I know how to handle my feelings and stuff, instead of thinking of him dying and me being there when he died, now I just mostly think about how we used to go to the parks and stuff, and he would play with me, and how we would just have fun together. It's not now that I know how to control my feelings, I don't really think about the bad anymore. I just think of the good that ever happened.
something really important.
I think the one word that describes my eyebrows is elegant.
Difficult, dramatic.
Black and polka dotty.
I'd never given my eyebrows much thought until my father made an offhand comment about them when I was about 9 years old. He congratulated me on how furry they were and how close they were to connecting, and he would always tell me, you know, this is going to bring you such great luck and great fortune, Lena, keep up the good work. And I was really excited about this, and this is when my fascination with eyebrows began.
The eyes are the main attraction on the face, and everybody wants to define the eyes to look more beautiful. And if the eyebrows are beautiful, it just frames the whole face.
They are emotion. You can you know, create characters completely with eyebrows, and they're very handy for keeping, you know, stuff out of your eyes.
Lines and art and design and all of that, it's all part of beauty. It's all part of image, and your eyebrows absolutely contribute to that because they are one of the most prominent lines on your face.
In Middle Eastern cultures, particularly, the eyebrow is important because when women are veiled and all they have are their eyes, the eyebrows become cleavage, they become calves, they become a foot in high heels.
It was actually one of the first tattoos I got. I think I was probably 12 or 13 in Venice Beach, California. I remember the first guy I ever saw with really big stretched tear lobes, and he had had that done. And it left an impression, and so I think it was 1994 in Dallas I had these done.
In 5th grade, somebody made a snide comment about my eyebrows. They told me they were too thick or too close to connecting, and this was both a shock to me as well as my self-esteem. From that point forward, I always plucked my eyebrows. They became these really, really thin tadpoles above my eyes.
I used to be very self-conscious about my eyebrows. I thought that they were very masculine, and I wanted to find a shape that would fit whether I was what I used to call boy mode or whether I was in girl mode.
The different modification jobs involving the eyebrows. Eyebrow piercings, eyebrow tattooing, be it cosmetic or non-cosmetic, and microdermals.
There are different techniques of hair removal when it comes to brow shaping. Waxing is one, tweezing, threading is another.
Threading is a very ancient art of India and China, and it just pulls the hair but not pulls the skin. I just love that because it's a natural way to take up the hair. I am an artist. I don't want any ugly work for me. I want something to beautify the look. So if somebody is asking me to, okay, shave my whole eyebrows, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to show them my door.
I had a couple of areas waxed, my eyebrows and my mustache. I've probably done it 2 or 3 times, and every time that it's happened, my skin has chafed, and I've gotten scabs across those areas, so I ended up looking like Groucho Marx, so really, really thick scabs going across my eyebrows and also across my mustache.
A body modifier that was really horrible that remains nameless that removed an eyebrow, peeled it off, and sutured the skin back together. And that was probably, I only saw photos of that. That was probably the single worst thing I'd ever seen modification-wise involving an eyebrow, was its removal.
My mother would pluck her eyebrows and repencil them in, and over the years I think she plucked her eyebrows so much that she didn't have any eyebrows left. So she had a particular eyebrow pencil. I remember, well, we lived in Arizona, and so it was very hot. People would perspire. Her skin was very oily. So after she had to use the substitute product, her eyebrows would kind of melt off, or maybe she would wipe her brow and they would smear across her face. And it was always really embarrassing for me, because I would be like, Mom, your eyebrows are missing.
My eyebrows contribute significantly to my identity. If you had taken a picture of me every day for all of my life of just my eyebrows, you would see a gradual change in their shape, and their style, and their femininity, which would actually reflect my life and how I've changed.
So hearing all these voices has really made me realize how much of an impact eyebrows have on an individual basis. In my case, the shakiness of my eyebrows directly reflected the shakiness of my self-esteem, but I'm happy to report now they are stronger and bolder than ever.
Hi, this is Alissa, and I'm here with Michelle at Everett Stage. Michelle, what are you doing here tonight?
I'm here to watch the show that FNL has. I come here every Friday after I have my 2 classes, a video class and musical improv. I stay here and watch the show.
That's great. Now, how did you get involved with the school?
Well, my friend Eric, he's been involved here since he was like little, and one day he just said, "Hey, why don't you come over here? I think you'll like it," and I started coming here ever since.
So how do you think that being part of a performing arts program has helped you in school and other areas of your life?
Well, in school, I feel like since they took away a lot of the arts and stuff, not many kids are able to express themselves. And I feel like this is a place where many kids can express themselves when they really can't.
Now, do you feel that more kids should get involved with the arts? How do you think it helps them with their life besides in whatever they do? How do you think that helps them? Does it give them more confidence or?
I think it's very helpful because around 10th grade, I didn't really know who I was. And then coming here in the 11th grade, I really found who I was. And now as a senior, I really know who I am. And coming here really helped me have a voice and find who I really am.
That's great. Now, where do you go to school?
I go to school to classical high school.
All right. And is music and performing arts something that you think you want to further your education in?
Well, I've also went to another program, and mostly there I do studio art, and then here I do performing art. So I get a different branch of art stuff. Yeah.
Do you feel that both music and actual like physical art is being cut in schools, or would you say it's more music? Do you think that there's a difference, or do you think that it's more of both?
I think in both areas they're both taken out. Like our music classes are lacking very much, and it's just ridiculous. Like it's bad.
Now, what if any advice do you have for someone who's, maybe their music department got cut out at school and they still want to be involved? What would you say to someone like that?
Well, I would say that there are places like Everett, and it might not be easy to find it, but there's definitely a place like this here. So.
All right, thank you so much. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Alissa with Teenage. We're still here at Everett Stage, and I'm talking with Vincent. Now, Vincent, what are you doing here tonight?
Well, I'm going to be watching the FNL show, and I'm just going to have a good time.
That's great. Now, how did you hear about this show?
I heard it from my friend Jennifer. Me and her went to go to Rick, and she told me, "Oh, you should come see the show." So I was like, okay. I came to the show, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. They told me classes start up, and I was like, I have to take in on that chance. And so now I take classes here.
Have you ever been part of one of these shows?
No, I have not, but hopefully in the future, when I get better, I hope to be on that stage with them.
That's so great. Now, how long have you been involved with the performing arts?
For a while now. I've done chorus since I was little, but in high school, I was in chorus still. But really this year, I really dug into it deeply. I do hip-hop here, musical improv and I love it, and I can't wait to continue it.
That's great. Now, how is the music and performing arts, how do you think that's helped you in your life?
Well, the music and it just helped me a lot because I go to Rick and I take theater and I'm hopefully switching to musical theater. So it's just helping out with my career greatly. I plan on to like maybe become an actor in the future. So this is something I plan on to do for the rest of my life. And coming here is a blessing. And it's like a second family, and I'm just happy to be here.
Now, you said you took chorus in high school, and a lot of kids aren't so lucky to do that because a lot of the music programs are cutting back. How do you think having a performing arts in high school helped you going to college and other things in your life?
I think it helped me a lot greatly because I got to get out of my element of like actual schoolwork and make friends and see that I can go to college for singing, acting, and dancing. If I wasn't in chorus in high school, I might not be at Rick doing theater right now. I might not even be here today.
And who would you say that your biggest musical influences are?
Biggest musical influences? Well, that would be Usher and just people here at the Carriage House. This is so amazing. Go Bianca.
All right, well, thank you so much and have fun tonight.
Thank you.